Greetings and blessings, dear friends in the Spirit 111. It's Eddie Louisi. How are you? How was your week? Mine was pretty good. Busy. Interesting stuff. I don't know if I'm going to share any of that with you, but we'll see. The title of this talk is called The Birth of the New You. And for you podcast people, this is Season 3, Episode 16. And I'm recording this April 24th, 2022. I am going to read from Unity. This says, I renew my inner peace in spirit. The sweetness of spirit embraces and renews your soul. You are the creator of your life's story. You have the power to choose where you focus your attention. Instead of being drained by drama, you can create a radiant life filled with delight, joy, and peace. I want some of that, huh? Stay tuned to your inner life. If you are feeling drained, pause and remember to center yourself in prayer and affirm your divine essence. Take time daily for self-care and self-love. You are worthy. Rest as pure awareness, continuing to expand in consciousness and delighting in the immense beauty within and around you. Rejoice and celebrate the birth of the new you. You are no longer immersed in any kind of behavior or drama that doesn't serve your highest good. You are free. With a grateful heart centered in God, fully aware of my divinity, my faith is strong and all is well. The glory of God radiates through me as me. I am free and renewed through the Christ within me. Excuse me. And from Ephesians 4:24, clothe yourselves with the new self, created according to the likeness of God, in true righteousness and holiness. And for those of you on the podcast, I'm taking a little coffee break. CAWFEE, coffee from New York. Oh, boy. Busy weekend, but a busy spiritual, religious weekend. Last night I played... I sang with the choir, combined choir, and I played guitar on one song at Immaculate Conception Church. Cardinal O'Connor. Whoops. Cardinal Timothy Dolan. He presided. He was the celebrant. And there was a little reception afterwards. And then today, later today, I'm going to the Marian Shrine from 1:30 to 2:30. I'm playing music. Divine Mercy Sunday. They're going to have some adoration, so there'll be prayers and music. I'm doing that, plus my normal Sunday night mass, so I'm very holy this weekend. I think I have a hole in my shirt somewhere. I'll find it and show it to you. This is received from Neil Donald Walsh. On this day of your life, I believe God wants you to know that this is not the end, but the beginning. All endings start something better. It is inevitable. Here is God's promise. Life proceeds, it never recedes. Life progresses, it never regresses. Not even death ends anything. So how much can this particular event matter? It is true, when one door closes, another does open. The movement of life is ever upward. 6 months from today, you will know this. For now, trust it. Do you think God does not know what she is doing? Love, your friend Neil Donald Walsh. I love how he throws in he and she, and he has, God is everything. God is love. I don't think God has a gender, but I notice God the Father, right? The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. God the Mother. Right? Also in the Catholic Church, today is called the octave of Easter, 8 days since Easter. We're still in the Easter season for a few weeks, but today's called the octave. And I don't know why. Google search it. This is called the eternal path. Life has set the stamp of individuality on you. You are different from any other person who have ever lived. You are an individualized center in the consciousness of God. You are an individualized activity in the action of God. You are you, and you are eternal. Therefore, do not wait for immortality. The resurrection of life is today. Begin to live today as though you are an immortal being, and all thought of death, all fear of change will slip from you. You will step out of the tomb of uncertainty into the light of eternal day. Say, I know that every apparent death is a resurrection. Therefore, gladly I die to everything that is unlike the good of God. Silently, I pass from less to more, from isolation into inclusion, from separation into oneness. Today, realizing that there is nothing in my past which can rise against me, nothing in my future which can menace the unfoldment of my experience, I know that life shall be an eternal adventure. I revel in the contemplation of the immeasurable future, the path of eternal progress, the everlastingness of my own being, the ongoing of my soul, the daily renewed energy and action of the divinity within me, which has forever set the stamp of individualized being on my mind. And that was from a book called Thoughts Are Things. And there's an affirmation. A new spiritual enlightenment floods my mind as I become aware of the divine presence as peace, joy, and harmony at the center of my being. This is received from Daily Practice, Sacred Reading, and Meditation. And quick note, for you guys that listen on a regular basis, let me know how the sound is, because I took the mic and it's around 12 inches away. Usually you see it down there. I moved it away, so I don't know if it's going to be better or not, but I'm hoping. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew that if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. From Nelson Mandela. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew that if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. Is there anything that you're going through right now? Not physical prison, but anything that you just need to leave behind and move on. I have a couple things, and it's really, really hard, but I'm trying my best. Just leave it behind and move on, and go with the light, the love, the God within. Okay, this is from 3 Minutes a Day, Christopher Books. It's called Night to Shine. In 2020, the Vatican teamed up with sports celebrity Tim Tebow, better known as Timmy, to host a special evening in Rome for people with disabilities. It was called Night to Shine, a prom-like event where people with disabilities get dressed up, have their photos taken on a red carpet, enjoy a pizza buffet, and dance to pop music played by a DJ. Tebow traces his calling to help those in need back to the time he spent growing up with Christian missionary parents. In a report for Religion News Service, Tebow said, "My life was changed when I was 15 in the jungles in the Philippines, and I met a man with his feet on backwards. I knew from that moment that, yeah, I wanted to play sports and all this stuff, but I knew that my purpose was to fight for people who can't fight for themselves. Regarding the message he hopes to send to those who participate in Night to Shine, Tebow said, "You are important on this night. You are valuable on this night. But more important than that, you are valuable to God of this universe." And from Galatians, and you Bible people, is it Galatians? Please help me. Send me a voice message. Galatians. God called me through his grace. And the little prayer. Creator, may we always see the value of each member of society and lift up those cast aside by the world. This is received from dailyword.com Unity. As I release what no longer serves me, the Christ in me arises anew. Holy Week. That was last week, right? Holy Week marks one of the most sacred times of the year for Christians, filled with heartfelt traditions and beautiful ceremonies. It also marks events that brought people from the heights of joy to the depths of despair and back again in a matter of days. Sometimes I find myself navigating similar feelings as I journey through life's tragedies and triumphs. Getting in touch with what is underneath outward appearances gives me clarity to behold a deeper truth in every situation, a divine law at work that informs my experiences. I can learn so much from the orderly pattern of crucifixion and resurrection. Though I may not be able to see the entire picture right now, I stand strong in faith, trusting that what falls away creates space for the rebirth of my Christ light every day. And the prayer from the Psalm 119:18. Open my eyes so that I may behold wondrous things out of your law. So this is a little quote. There's an out of focus picture, so I'm not going to show it to you. It says, hang it on the cross. If you have a secret sorrow, a burden or loss, an aching need for healing, hang it on the cross. If worry steals your sleep and makes you turn and toss, if your heart is feeling heavy, hang it on the cross. Every obstacle to faith or doubt you come across, every prayer unanswered, hang it on the cross. For Christ has borne our brokenness and dearly paid the cost to turn our trials to triumph, hanging on the cross. So those were a couple older ones that I just wanted to read because I keep in my notes, and I had a lot of different things for Holy Week and Good Friday, and I think it's important. We're still in that octave of Easter, and we still have thoughts of Jesus and the crucifixion, but we're happy people, right? We're resurrection people. And for Christians, I believe you don't have the crucifix with the cross with Jesus on it. Excuse me, you just have the cross, which is cool, right? I like that. So I want to just look at my notes because I think I'm done, but I want to just make sure that I'm done. Yeah, according to these notes, I'm done. So I call this the birth of the new you. And birth, resurrection, things are happening inside. And you just have to trust the process. Don't believe, don't expect like everything is perfect and beautiful right now. Inside of us, right? In our spirit is perfect. This human body has frailties, this human body has pains. But I was reading a reflection this morning about how we could heal our own bodies. And I've had pain in my right wrist and my finger. I've had pain in my left knee. My ears, I'm getting like buzzing sounds. I think it's called tinnitus. I'm not sure. Going to a doctor. But in addition to using human people, doctors and therapists to help us, Edna, Mama Media, she went through some surgery and she's walking and she's feeling really, really good. God bless you, Mama Media. Love you. There's a bunch of you out there that are going through different pains and struggles. But I believe that we, through the power of Christ within, the light and love within us, we could heal ourselves. We could change. We could have a new birth in anything that's going on in our life. I have things happening at work and weighs me on my mind. But I'm going to go into work tomorrow, Monday. Just going to be peace and joy and acceptance and love and compassion. And things will unfold. And if any of my friends watching this or listening to this are from Good Morning America, I pray that you have peace, love, compassion, gratitude, and you have a really good day and good week also. Whatever you guys are going through, like I said in previous podcast videos, that some of you I know personally, some of you I know through Facebook and LinkedIn, some of you I don't really know. But you're in my thoughts, you're in my prayers. If I could do anything to help you, I will. I know we have 2 separate prayer communities, Friends in the Spirit 111, that different people send out reflections and prayers. And one of our friends, Dina, in the media section, she wrote that if anybody wants to start a little Zoom prayer community, and I think only one person, Brian, said yes. If it's just the 2 of you starting, do it. Where 2 or 3 are gathered, right? I'm there. Start it if there's 2 people and see where it goes. Pray. If anybody else out there didn't see Dina's little message and want to be part of a prayer community, a visual prayer community, Zoom, where you could see each other and you could pray for your needs, go for it. Right now for me, I am so busy. I have so many things in my life, so I don't have the time and I can't give what you guys might need on these Zoom interviews. So I do my weekly videos like that. I send it out. I send out whatever else I send out. But Dina, Brian, please do it. Anybody else that wants to join them, put a note and say, hey, I want to join a little prayer community. So don't forget to stay blessed and a blessing. Share your faith with family and friends. Cue the spirit. Namaste. Thank you for listening. Have a great week.